Is this thing on? And welcome back to a random one-off fuck it episode of the
Free Talk Podcast.
That's the one.
Episode number 7. How's everyone going? It's Anthony here. Connor as always.
We're not dead.
We're not dead. We just got kidnapped in a Vietnamese prisoner of war camp. We had to fight our way back like Rambo 3. At least I think that's the right Rambo. Pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
We kind of altered if it wasn't.
One's the one when he's stuck in the jungle.
Yes, it is. I copied that whole story down in English and fooled the teacher, and he thought it was really good. So these are the things you learn.
Victory sip.
So you're probably wondering as well. There probably is going to be ETS footage in the background. That stands for Euro Truck Simulator 2, otherwise known as the best and also most infuriating game of all time.
There will be pro mods installed for anyone who is interested.
Yep, and pro mods is I'll just quickly 10-15 seconds there. Pro mods is basically the best addition to the game. Go do it. If you don't do it, you're an idiot. I think that's pretty much.
I might release a video of me actually just doing it, like an actual proper video on pro mods. I might do it on Skype or talk to Anthony or something.
Yeah, sure, yeah. I mean, for 78 pence, I think we both paid when we installed
technically
it.
It is free, but 78 pence it's like a quicker on the point download instead of going through 23 different mirrors while downloading 33 free adware.
Are you sure that wasn't the actual thing itself?
No, you could download it. You just had to download separate mirrors.
Okay. Just ignore me then. So.
But 78 pence gets you one direct download, which is easier.
It's just so much better.
And you support the modders.
Yes, which is important to do because I mean it's such a small fee. But I mean, if it was a bit more expensive, I wouldn't even mind paying it.
It's cheaper than an ice cream.
Yeah. Alright.
Cheaper than a Freddo. That's a very British topical joke there.
It is.
British,
And also, you have to think as well, the ETS, some of the DLCs, Scandinavia, I think when I paid for it was something like $12.99, which is quite a decent amount of money for DLC. Yeah, it's really good, and it adds quite a bit, but Pro Mods does all of that for so much more.
Step up your game, ATS.
Exactly, ATS. ATS doesn't need to step its game up.
That game's phenomenal.
Because that game's amazing. But American Truck Sim, I honestly can't remember the last time I booted it up.
Come on, fam. I'll be lying. I booted up. I was like, I'll put some ATS on the background. And I was like, why? I could be playing pro mods.
You could be playing... Apparently, there's mods where you can go down the coast of Mexico.
That sounds fun.
But whatever, but I'm imagining...
You get jumped by immigrants and try to stash cocaine.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens when you go over the border when that families jump on your truck. But, download it, find out, a free plug.
I also feel like I should throw in a disclaimer that most of the start of the footage you'll be seeing is me driving a fucked truck.
Yes, that should be important. And what he means by fucked is, holy shit, how does this guy still have a driving license?
Put it this way, I got $9,000 to my name and $10,000 to fix the truck. I ain't no mathematician, but...
This sounds like an epic American film. Will he make it? Find out.
Yep.
And then there's explosion and boobs. So watch the whole video and you'll find secret boobs somewhere. Or will you?
Or boobs in the thumbnail.
Exactly. Clickbait.
Yeah.
So... We can probably talk about the most prominent thing, I think, which is on the top of the list here.
It's just this small little...
It's an indie game.
A little application.
It got crowdfunded. No one's really heard of it yet. It's called Pokemon Go.
Get on that.
It's
with trendsetters.
Exactly. We want to support them now. We're just kidding. Pokemon Go has spread faster than the Zika virus. And
another topical joke in the 2016.
It really is. So, personally, I haven't played it. I don't intend to play it, but Connor here is a master at catching Pidgeys, apparently.
Yeah.
So, Connor, you do basically want to explain what this crazy son of a bitch thing is.
Well, it's the first real attempt of using AR in a mobile game, which the AR, there isn't that much... well, I suppose there is.
That's the important thing.
The actual gameplay, there isn't a load to it, but... no mini heart attack there. But it is. It's a good game. The thing I think that's the best about it is you can really hang around with your mates and set aside time looking for Pokemon, which it's kind of fun on its own. And pretty good game. I think and to really jump on it, like it's a quite amusing
I mean,
game.
I can see the appeal.
Yep,
in
a funeral home, just looking for a
exactly.
ghastly.
It's like, what's the most inappropriate place you could go to catch a Pokemon? I think that should be a great YouTube series.
I think my most inappropriate place so far is probably a health and safety briefing.
Or you go into a morgue and you try and catch a ghastly in there.
Well, on Reddit, I saw one of someone who was at like a kind of like a Jewish like memorial for like World War II. It was like a gas chamber thing, and someone caught a ghastly there, and I was like, no, sorry, a coffin. And I was like, oh,
that's one that's quite funny because you would imagine that there's oh my god, you can't make this up. Connor just like low key booted the game up and found a coffin and he just missed his Pokeball. Is he gonna get it?
I haven't got this Pokemon yet, lads.
Honestly, that's like one in the probably 1,000 chance that we talk about coffin making Jew jokes, and now we've caught a coffin.
I feel like I need to screenshot this. 1639.
What's its power?
185. It's I.
So basically, if you don't know what it is, you're walking around on a basically like some kind of like ghetto Google Earth on your phone, and stuff will pop. I don't know do they attack you because they attacked you in the game.
They just pop up.
So if you were to theoretically walk around and you didn't click on them, you wouldn't be able to get any Pokemon at all.
No, they'll just be standing there looking at you like
come on, fam. Alright, because I thought if you walk near, say, the coffin there, that's why that encounter happened. Not the fact
that was a freak coincidence.
That you had to do it. I wonder if we make a Charizard joke, whether or not you'll get one. No, just like keep making jokes. Like, I wonder if Mewtwo is going to show up now.
I don't even know if Mewtwo's in the game.
I don't even think. Did you see? This is completely. It's off topic, but sort of related. Road to Shaw's video that you uploaded yesterday.
Oh, what do you do?
Basically, there's now a Pokemon Go equivalent of where you buy Pokemon. So, Joe, how there's like you had your Ultimate Team coins, and your accounts.
Oh,
you would buy
Poké coins.
So you would buy an account that's level. What's the highest level at the minute? Like 50?
Probably.
So you buy level 50 accounts, like 80 quid somewhere. It's like all these different things. You can buy individual Pokemon for real money, and I'm like, what's the point?
Damn, that'd be an easy way.
I think it's like I was just watching the video and I was just like, I was so baffled. But I think shit like a Dragonite was like 15 quid. Like they go and they catch the thing for you, and they put it in your account, and I'm just like, how far has society fallen that you're paying someone else to capture something in a virtual game that you can't do fuck all with or make any money of it? And that banging was probably really irritating. But you need to watch that video. Just seem to be really irritated by the fact that you can now basically get cheap Pokemon Go coins, and if you smash the like button, you get put into the Pokemon Go account giveaway, where it's level 50 account.
I'm quite annoyed about that.
I know, I was like, some kid who's fat and lazy, like most kids are, is going to be like, oh my god, I gotta get that, and then he puts his mum's credit card details in, and then she beats him over the head and never lets him out of the house. Something along those lines. I'm gonna take a drink here.
So violence aside,
so Pokemon Go, we're gonna give it a Dame Drops rating because everything should be measured by Dame Drops. So if you had to give it a rating, what would this Pokemon Go app so far? I know it's getting worked on. What would you give it?
On the down low.
On the down low, yes.
I wouldn't be giving it a 5 all day. A 5 all day is
that would have to be impeccable. That would have to be probably like on the same part or better than the original.
Pretty much. But I'm going to give it a definite straight 4-piece.
It's a 4-piece. That's still good. That's still really good.
But it's...
We should probably explain that the rating only goes up to 5.
Yeah.
So a 4 is really good.
You know, $5 holler though.
Exactly. When it's a $5 holler, shit gets real. So Pokemon Go, you give it a 4-piece. I think that's fair enough. Let us know what Dame Drops score you would give it in the comment section.
Watch a Dame Drops video to find out the Dame Drops rating scale is.
Exactly. Plug there. So, since we're drinking, I don't know if you could hear how well the audio's picking up, but we're going to move on seamlessly to the topic here that we came up with, which is favourite cider.
Because we are connoisseurs of this cider.
I'm basically only a cider drinker. I don't drink anything else. It's mostly only cider. I'm drinking at the minute in Connor. That's the first flub of the show. Mark that one down. Connor's getting messages left, right, and centre.
Yeah, I get notifications.
Yeah, he's a popular man. You know what I mean. You kind of. We just managed to get him booked in for this session. You have to check his diary. Very busy man. So
Scribbles.
I'm currently drinking Bulmer's Original. It's God's juice, as I like to call it. It's very nice. It's very sweet. It's got the kind of bubbles at the end. It's like the fizz at the end of the sip. Where some of them it's just like straight like straight the fizz, you know, straight the bubbles. Or some ciders where there's no real fizz to them and it's really dry, like Aspel. Aspel cider is really nice, but that's more like dry cider than the other ciders. I had a pint. Where was I? We're at the Sunderland Air Show, just to roughly date this.
I was gonna go with that. Couldn't be bothered.
And me, my sister, and her boyfriend went out, and we pretty much got pissed.
That was what I was planning to do, but
yeah,
the bed kind of got in the way of that.
Yeah, and I had a pint of Aspal, not in the bottle itself, and it was a different kind. The one I had was a Durham, and it almost looked like a spirit kind.
Ooh.
But like it wasn't. But that's just the look of it, and that was hard to get through because it was I call heartburn juice, that kind, because it's just like
Greg's juice.
Exactly.
Oh, I got a Greg's meme to show you.
You've got a Greg's meme.
Yeah.
I can only imagine this is great.
But yeah, my favourite cider is probably, I'm gonna be straight up, Cottenberg mixed fruit. Oh.
I like Cottenberg mixed fruit, but I've got to say I think my favourite of all time is probably the red and green Bulmers. I don't know what that's called. I know it might be red berries and lime or something like that.
Yeah, right. But the memes cut out a bit, but I'll just read it out. It's basically someone on Facebook writing on the Greg's wall saying, "Have you ever thought about doing hot food?" Then Greg's reply saying, "We do. Hot sandwiches range, Darren." And then he replies, "It's your pies I'm talking about. The one I just had give me hypothermia."
Fucking, who was that, Dave? Dan?
Was it
Derek?
What a legend.
One of the D's. What
a
beast. What a beast.
Another topical northern joke.
Yeah. I, the last time I got a cold pasty, they knocked the Berlin Wall down, and I wasn't even born. So that shows you how infrequently you
can get warm pasties.
It's only corned beef. I've ordered corned beef pasties before. They've been hot. Been like, oh my god. Get cheese pasties. The fuckers are always cold.
Anthony's got pull at Greg's as well, and if he can't get a hot pasty, what chance do
I
have?
I've got mad sauces in Greg's.
All I want is a nice warm sausage roll.
Sausage rolls, I think, are just impeccable when they're warm. They're nice cold. I've had a couple from the one in the industrial estate in Pate Lay where they've been hot, and I honestly had to slap myself in the face to say that I was actually awake.
I think we need to be straight up. I think sausage rolls are going through the Freddo treatment. I remember when I was a kid, really you could get them 50 pence.
Yeah, the pasties were 50 pence. Like the one down the street. I don't know how if you can remember
like 2 sausage rolls like 80 pence. Now it's like 80 pence a roll. It's like, what is this?
The steak and cheese rolls are like £1.20, £1.30 something. And I'm like, I don't care if you put fucking extinct boar in there.
The steak's like nappy and the cheese is like plastic, but still.
I mean, it's a love-hate relationship with Greg's. Like, I can't leave them because I love them too much.
They're just there for you.
It's a very abusive relationship.
It's kind of like that like ugly ex-girlfriend that you always go back to just because you know you're going to go back.
Just because you want to shag.
Yeah. This does not compare to me whatsoever. That was just a hypothetical scenario.
But basically, the Greg situation, even though we were talking about cider, when you get a hot cheese pasty, write the date and the time down, and just see the amount of time it takes for you to get another one.
What if? The Mayan calendar. What happens if on the Mayan calendar
every 3,000 years?
Every 3,000 years you get one hot pasty, and that one hot pasty is going to cause a revolution.
Global destruction.
Everyone will expect hot pasties. Greg's can't keep up with the demand, and
this is a little bit political, so I won't go into it. Can you remember a couple of years ago when they brought in that pasty tax? Or they were thinking about bringing the pasty tax, where I think it was like, I can't remember if it was like 50 pence more, but if you paid a certain price, you would get a hot pasty.
No, if you didn't, I'm all about that. If I pay a certain money, I'm doing it.
Well, the thing is, I wouldn't mind paying that little bit extra if the fucker wasn't already more expensive than it should be. I mean, you're paying £1.30 for a pasty, and it's really lets you down most of the time. But the one down the front street,
those give you heartburn though.
Oh, definitely. The one down the front street, I remember going there as a kid, and the pasties were 55 pence each, so I was used to get two. And I was used to get the ones where the cheese burst out the back, and it solidified a little bit, and it was like not solidified, but it was like crispy on the back. And I was just asked the woman, and she was like, she always did it because I was just a base. Fucking.
You got pulling that down the street as well.
Exactly. Any Gregs I walk into, the women are trembling when I walk in there.
It's kind of like me when I go in to get me nugs.
Man, I can't remember the last time I've nugs. They fucking raised their price of them as well. Yeah, I think they were $3.99, and I think they've went up to like $4.99 now. It's like that extra pound.
I was drunk the other night and I went there.
It's like, what's the extra pound for? You don't get any more nugs. You're not guaranteed warmth. You're not. When you open the box, it's not a box of surprises.
I kind of went like the cinema not too long ago, and I got like really drunk.
Oh no!
I hit a McDonald's. I'm pretty sure me and my mates bought like 4 boxes of nugs and like chips.
That's a bad idea.
That's probably why there's like loads of McDonald's sauces in my kitchen right now. But
that's probably why.
Yeah, that's pretty dirty.
Yeah, but going back to the cider, did you even say what your favourite one was?
Cottonburg mixed fruit.
Cottonburg, yeah.
There's also a good one called Storeford Press.
Yes,
I think that's what it's called. That's a nice cider.
When I went to York,
that's what I got mine
drinking. We went there. Was yours down by the river? It was like really cobbled. And it was like a really small old pub. You had to go down some stairs to get there.
No, the one it's on the outskirts of York, but it is on the river.
All right, because we went.
It's to also a poker stop.
We went in the pretty much like the main bit by the river. And we drank all along the river.
I know which pub you're on about though.
The Witherspoons, I think it was. Is it
Witherspoons? The Witherspoons is in the city centre.
No, Revolution. We went to Revolution, and we got a card which gives 25% off food every time you go there, and the food's really nice. We went there, we got pissed, and then we just moved down. There was a really good place down there that sold cider. I can't remember what it was called though, because I imagine it's like some kind of like local cider. But it's really
is it right next to a bridge?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You come down from the bridge.
I know you're about.
Some stairs. It's all cobbled. There's like load of like shops and buildings. You got the main river going through.
Ooze.
And it's on the left hand side.
I know you're about.
Yeah, I thought you would because you're in York quite a bit, aren't you? So surprised you didn't know what it was straight away. But
I'm trying to think of its name.
Who gives a fuck about its name? Yeah. You know where it is, so you know which one it is. So if you're a drinker, if you're old enough to drink anyway, I probably won't stop you. Let us know what your favourite drink is, because that's always interesting.
I don't just drink cider. I drink.
I do. Even though it gives us heartburn.
I drink lager.
I love it too much.
Ale, homebrew. I drink scotch. I drink spirits. I'll drink anything that's alcoholic.
Yeah. See, I don't. I tried beer and all that sort of stuff when I was a bit younger, getting into the game. Didn't like it. Got onto cider and a few other things, because yes, boys, let's get the fucking strongbow and go up Andrews Hill. That was pretty much.
I've never had Lamborghini though. I've never sunk that low.
Yeah, you have to be pretty much a scumbag to drink that.
Or Frosty Jacks.
White light.
And
get you fucking pissed off for like 2 quid.
Why is all about jokes that really like northern like? People be like, listen to this.
Because we are northern.
What is this?
It's because we're northern. That's why most of our humour is northern. That's probably like the most important thing. But moving on from drinks to something that could make you drink is Sunderland's transfer policy,
which is also Northern.
It is indeed. So, being a Sunderland fan, it's a thing of intrigue and mystery. You don't really know what you're gonna get, and when you finally get it, you're mostly always disappointed.
I like to compare it to a love-hate relationship with black tar heroin.
Yeah, it's like you do it, you get really high, and then you're like, why did I just do that?
Like, why do I commit my life to this?
Yeah.
It literally hurts us and costs us money.
Yeah.
But when you're high, you're like, damn, I love this team.
Yeah. Sunderland really need to step the game up. I think there's 11 days to start a new season.
Yeah, we haven't made one transfer.
We haven't made one transfer, and we linked with
However,
Fellaini.
I did read Sunderland's had a bid for a player accepted, but they're yet to talk to the player. So.
Oh god, it's gonna be like fucking.
I also heard we're linked with Salvio from Benfica.
He's got skill and flair. He
won't come here.
Yeah, to come to Sunderland, you have to be like Sunday League football style. You have
to be like corny. You have to no idea what you got yourself into.
Yeah, you have to be corny, sign up for a club, and then just be like, why did I do this? And then eventually leave and cause us to get relegated.
No.
Yeah, don't leave Cornet, please. Because Cornet clearly is a Wolfie Pack Games subscriber and listens to the show regularly.
Unless I can't log on to the channel.
Exactly. And then he would have to be a Wolfie Connor 11 subscriber.
Indeed.
But I mean, who could they sign? Personally, I think we need a new Gook. I think Manone's done us well, and he's still a good goalkeeper. But we need someone who isn't as on-off as Manone
off the
is.
top of my head, we need three main positions. Striker,
Definitely.
We've let go of Fletcher, Danny Graham, we've only got Defoe and Barini who can actually play striker well.
Yeah.
We need a right back. We got Billy Jones and Adam Matthews is left for Bristol, but to be honest,
Adam Matthews is on loan.
Yeah, he's went to Bristol though, so for a season.
Alright, okay.
So we basically only got Billy Jones and Seb Larson who can fill in.
Basically, when you have those options,
and another midfielder,
you might as well not play with.
And we need another decent midfielder. Kershaw is a good player, he is,
but his fitness is still a problem.
Yeah, he's prone to injuries.
I wonder if Kershaw likes pies. He goes to Greg's, and it's really affected his fitness.
You got Rodwell, who's a good player on his day but he's injuries. But however, with Moyes being the new manager, I'm hoping Moyes can bring out the best in Rodwell because he was the one who found him in Everton's youth system.
Yeah. A quick thing though, do you think Kershaw gets hot cheese pasties?
Nah, I think he's more like a bratwurst guy.
I don't think Greg's will go that fancy.
Nah,
they might just give him like frozen Asda sausages.
Lidl does though.
Well, fuck, Kirchhoff confirmed as a Lidl transfer.
Must be. Or an Aldi. He might be an Aldi lad.
Yeah, but regarding Rodwell, I feel like Rodwell's one of them players that when we signed, he could have done... I could feel like he could have just done so much more than
I hate to say this, but he could have been like the Steven Gerrard in the North. But
he really could have been. He could have been such a catalyst, but it was just his injuries. It was like... I compare it to Michael Owen, where he would get one big injury, he'd come back and you think, right, he's got it this time. His fitness is finally up, he's going to do it, and then the same injury would come back in a smaller form, and that's basically the circle of life. And, you know, we have got some decent midfielders, but we really need, if we want to move forward as a club, we need someone better than
the first thing we do, MVA, get him on a permanent transfer.
I think that's pretty close.
I would pay up to 10 million, easy.
Also, apparently, Tottenham were playing hardball over Yedlin, but apparently that could be a thing.
See, I've read something else saying that Yedlin's unsure he wants to come back simply because of the managerial change. Because under Sam, he knew he would get a first team place.
Yeah.
Under Moise, he's not sure.
Yeah, I think Moise needs to decide if he or how he wants to use these fullbacks. Big Sam was very get the fullbacks up, get them attacking. Basically have two fucking left wingers and two right wingers, you know, just sort of ball in to our 5'8" striker.
Van Aanholt did have some good crosses on him when he got going. As much shit as he got, he's on his day he can be a good player.
I think Van Aanholt, if he becomes a little bit more defensive, he could be a seriously well-rounded player for us. Because I feel like sometimes he's a little bit too fucking wide as a left back. I feel like most of the time when I'm sitting in the south end, I'm watching him because I know he drifts out a lot, and he'll drift out and almost become like a CDM, and I'm like, what you doing there, mate? And then he realises, goes back, and by that time they've already burst through and scored.
But defence-wise, I'll be happy this season with Kabul and Cornet.
I'm really good that we got rid of Quarters. I'm actually like probably the only person.
The thing is, I want to like him. I don't know why. I want to like him.
I was probably the only person who was like pro Quarters when he was there, because he really did have a couple of solid games that I felt like he was getting his feet, and then something happened in the background, whether it was contractual, like Pantilimon.
Which that alone was a horrible thing.
Losing Pantilimon was devastating.
However, Minone did step up massively last season.
Minone definitely came in and he's filled the job perfectly. But when something as sort of stupid as a contract rise is the reason your best goalkeeper leaves,
that's just bad. That's bad business. That though.
That is bad business.
Because anyone can just chuck money and say, "All right, after 15 appearances, you can get a double your wage." But in reality, it's because the managers know they're not going to be around that long, because they know managing Sunderland's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to do a really good job and sort the club out.
I'll almost compare the Sunderland job to the England job. It's a very, I think it was either
You're a prestigious
Spencer,
team.
I think it was either Spence or True Jolly said it's a poison chalice where you like, you can't, like, it's just impossible. You can't succeed. As one of the managers, you can't, like...
There's only one difference I noticed. On the last managerial change, usually it's that the manager's doing bad and he gets sacked. This time, it's the opposite. The manager did well, and he got tempted by another job.
I'm so annoyed that England couldn't get a better manager. Like, no disrespect to Big Sam, but he's a fantastic manager. It's just... They need a higher caliber manager, and Big Sam... It is the equivalent to us of like Mourinho to like whatever, you know what I mean? He really turned the club around and he got us back to playing really well, and now he's gone. It's a massive blow for the team and for the club moving forward, because I've never seen Sunderland fight that hard for the ball and to win games for quite a long time. I've been going to games for God knows how many years now. Even when I was a kid, and I remember them playing then when obviously you had the older players and that there.
That's the kind of football I like. I'm not bothered about possession football.
Yeah.
I like high pressing football. That's why I like Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp's Giga Press. Yeah. I love that, his style of play.
I don't want fancy bullshit.
The ball back.
I don't want fancy bullshit.
Get the ball back, get a shot on goal. That's what it's about at the end of the day.
No fancy bullshit. Get the ball, get it in the goal. If anything stops you, get the ball back and do it.
Any run-of-the-mill average Sunday League team can be a possession team, but that doesn't mean they're going to score and win the game.
Yeah. I mean, Sunderland, I think it was around the time Gus Poyet was in charge, we really improved our passing. There was a lot of passing drills, and they really improved the passing, and since then I think we've been pretty good with our passing. Hopefully that'll still continue, but I don't know how Moise is going to take over and implement.
I don't know if he does it anything like he did at Everton. I'll be happy.
Yeah.
First season was shaky for him at Everton, but after that, they were solid top 10 team.
The thing is with Everton, though, is they never really achieved anything, did they? They were always just like average.
Yeah, but they were a relegation team that turned into an average team. It's kind of like West Ham. But now West Ham have took the. I would rather be a mid-table team that you could beat anyone on the day than be a relegation team. Because relegation, it gets too hard on you.
Yeah, every year, every season rather, it's the same thing. It's how close to the end, or if the last day, can we survive? Now, me and Miku were at the Everton game, last game of the season.
I watched that one, and he digs down wheels.
I've never been so nervous in my life, and when we scored that first goal, it was just the place went fucking mental. And
what a person to score as well. Probably one of the best persons the second half of the season scores.
Cornet scores two, and I think it was Deef got the other one.
Yeah, he did. That was Defoe.
And it was just incredible. And then just singing like the mags are going down and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
I was running around Wales doing laps around Wales. So let's go.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like we had pretty good seats as well. But the Sunderland thing for me, I feel like we don't need to spend any more than 20 million to really improve the team.
I think we should go for 40. I really think we should like get some players in.
Yeah. Oh, we can get the players in. It's just obviously Sunderland. Even if we offered somewhat a big high class player a contract, they're not going to want to come here because of the club. You know, it's not the money; it's the club. So I think if we don't have to spend that much on players, it's just getting in solid players. You know what I mean? If we can turn 17th position into like 15th or 13th or something up there where we winning more games, then that's okay. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't even mind becoming like the old Stoke City where people just feared to come to the Stadium Light.
Yeah, that's ideally that's how I would have if I was the manager of the team.
Stadium Light is a fortress.
If I was the Sunderland manager, I would instill my like everyone, the media, the team, everything, that you do not want to come and play here. Don't bring any of your fancy shit. Don't bring your douchey pooms or your flashy Nike boots. We're gonna snap you, and we're gonna defend hard. We're gonna attack you. We're gonna make you absolutely fucked by the end of the game. You're gonna be knackered, and then just like pounce on them and get the win.
How it should be when you're playing at home, especially in a stadium like that packs consistently.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously you see the pictures where Sunderland fans always leave early and the videos will always.
You gotta escape the rush.
But like that's just people being retards and thinking if they leave 5 minutes early they're gonna escape the traffic when there's always traffic in Sunderland, no matter where you go.
Let's be honest, with Sunderland usually losing by like 3-0 anyway, so it's like, wow, what's the point?
But yeah, I think if you are a Sunderland fan, if there is any Sunderland fans, who should we sign? You know, because there is some seriously decent players I think we could sign.
There's a slight problem though with transfers. TV money. I think I even read something where like French clubs are now purposely jacking up the prices of players because they know the Premier League's got TV money now.
Well, Newcastle will fuck them.
I know.
Newcastle aren't going to be able to sign the whole French league.
So like, if a player is like 3 million base value, they'll probably want to charge nearly 10 million for him simply because they know the teams have this extra money. But in reality, they don't, because you have some clubs like Sunderland where you got to pay off loan debts. You got.
Yeah, I think the majority focus of the finance with Ella Short and all the people there is just to pay off some of the debts, and yeah, that's good, but you know we really
you got to put yourself in debt sometimes to make a move.
Yeah, like sometimes you need to make a risky financial decision to make money. You know, like I've bought shit in the past or done shit in the past to get money that I thought was a bit, you know, like it wasn't really whatever, but when you get the money, it's better off for you.
Tell you something, mate. I made a big purchase to do a course, which will help, which in the future will enhance my job. So
yeah,
it's a risk now, but
you spend the money now, and you make that money up later when your wage is higher.
Pretty much.
And you're buying just all of the Steam games on the sale.
Good.
Let's see that. But yeah, so. Personally, I think Moise won't really change too much about the team. I think he'll do an okay job, but I'm a bit sick of okay. I want us to really put ourselves to the sort of.
I want to
sword.
become like the Sunderland like 100 years ago when we were actually a decent team.
Like I want us to go out there, put everything on the line. If we fall flat on our ass, then fair enough. You know what I mean? We'll give it a good shot. Some of the players are like that. Some of them aren't. But under Sam, I felt like everyone was like that. You know, it was very rare that you would see someone slacking around on the pitch. You know, obviously Deef would occasionally have a little saunder to fucking get his breath back, but that's because he's fucking 30
One man show.
And he's doing half the fucking work for Sunderland anyway. But I mean, I just love that intensity with almost. I do it on FIFA where even if I'm already winning, I basically attack and go for the things as if I'm losing.
Should I tell you the game I feel that really sums up Sunderland versus Chelsea, second game, like the second time we played them at the Stadium Live, where they went up.
That was a good game. That
and
one.
Fucking Kazri puts in a corker. The 4 steps up.
Yeah.
I can't remember who scored the third goal.
Me and you won that Chelsea game, wasn't it? I was at the Man U one.
I was at the cinema when that one was on.
Which one did we go to then?
Man U.
Yeah, that's the one.
We beat Man U.
Yeah, yeah.
We were sitting south side.
Yeah,
lower.
south side. Row 3.
Scored 2-1, was it?
Yeah, 2-1. That's when Kazri scored that free kick that was really across, but like it went in the bottom corner.
Yes, and who scored the other goal?
Cornet with the header.
Oh, well, it went down as a David De Gea own goal. Yes, I remember.
Aye. I just want like performances where the players are willing to put the bodies on the line and they're going out there and fighting for it as if we're gonna get fucking relegated or
right.
You know what I mean?
I think call the wild card now on that topic.
Right.
I think we nailed that one.
Right.
The next one is just name some good transfers. To be honest, well, straight away I'm gonna name two to Borough: Victor Valdez, Alvaro Negredo, and Victor Fisher. That's 3, sorry, but there's 3 quality players going to Borough who's just being promoted.
Yeah.
Leroy Sané has just completed his transfer to Man City today.
That was like 32,
wasn't it? Or 9?
Was it?
He's a quality player. Pep Guardiola is not messing around.
Yeah. I can't really think of any transfers that I've thought, fucking hell, that's a good deal. Most of them now, I'm just like, what a waste of money.
So that's Southampton signed a Bayern Munich Danish player.
Oh, Højbjerg.
Yeah, that sounds like a decent signing.
Well, that's a decent sign if you're playing career mode and you want a potential kid.
I suppose.
I mean, he's a Bayern youth, so he could be decent. Otherwise, they wouldn't have gone.
Mark Bartra at Dortmund for
that's
6 million.
I'm gonna say probably one of the better deals, under the radar deals, was Schürrle going to Dortmund.
Oh yeah, and Goethe went back as well, didn't he?
Götze went back.
He went back.
He went back looking younger than what he did when he left.
Yeah, didn't they sign a Mexican wonder kid as well?
Yes, something isn't it?
Think
like
so.
OER, like like that.
Bournemouth, they're signing.
Yeah, Bournemouth.
Jordan Ibe.
Yeah, they've got Ibe. Who else?
Was the right back they signed?
No, left back from Liverpool.
Was he Australian, isn't he?
Yeah, like Matt Hedge did game. I was Luxie's bumhole, even though he probably's never seen him play. What was his name? I can't remember. It was probably some random everyday name. But I mean, I can't really think of any signings. There's been a lot of crazy rumours, like Mahrez going to Arsenal for like 40 or 50 million.
Kante at Chelsea.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I feel like Kante is such a little snaky cunt for leaving to go into Chelsea when he should have really stayed at Leicester.
We just forgot about the most snakiest transfer of all time.
The snake. Hold on. Let's see if
73 million.
73 million. Oh, what, Higuain?
Yes.
Yeah. Didn't Higuain like say shit about Juventus early in the season about how they're ruining?
You've seen how
how they're ruining Serie A and how the like bribe officials, and then he moves there, and it's like, well,
you see how crazy the fucking like
Napoli
fans are.
Yeah.
You're moving to Juventus.
The best part is about the whole thing is that it just shows you
that's a massive thing, though, isn't it?
How fucked.
I'm sorry.
Football's come at the minute.
Higuain, good striker, not 73.
No.
You pay 73 million for a player like Suarez,
Bale, someone like
Bale, Aguero. That's who you pay that kind of money for. Higuain's one of those.
Higuain, he's a fucking good
solid
scorer.
30 million player.
He's an incredible scorer and a great addition, but no more than 50 million. No more than 50 million.
I think Juve really did that make a statement than anything else.
Yeah. I think if Juve legit buy any other good player in Serie A, they might as well just dissolve the league.
They might be selling Pogba though for 100 million.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think we should have a quick chat now about the whole Pogba thing, and I think it just shows you...
I want to see him come back.
It shows you how fucked the contract side of football is.
Signing a contract means nothing now.
His agent, he's meant to be getting something like 20 or 30 million from the deal.
A big deal.
I think it's 100 million plus bonuses. I don't think it's just 100 million flat out. I think it's 100 million.
Is it wrong to
plus
say I
one.
think you'd be worth it?
No, that's not. It's not wrong at all. But I don't think there's anyone on this fucking planet who's worth that much.
If
Lionel
you've got the money to spend though, and if he's going to make a big difference to your team, Pogba, he's still young. He is one talented midfielder.
There's only two people I would pay 100 mil for, and that would be Ronaldo or Messi.
I wouldn't even pay 100 for
because
Ronaldo.
they're almost like
His age.
they're almost like franchises at this point. They're just money making machines.
Well, I'll tell you, Ibra, I think he's broke records the amount of shirt sales signed United.
Yeah, did you see the whole crack about Martial and his number?
Yeah.
And the whole Ibra thing.
The way you put it, Martial, he's young. Ibra is one of the...
I think Martial called Man United like cunts or something on Twitter.
He's one of the best strikers in the world.
Yeah.
Done it for Ajax, he's done it for Milan, he's done it for Barca.
I think I would like Ibrahimovic more if he wasn't such an egotistical cunt.
I think that's why I like him.
No, that's why I hate him. If he was just an average Joe who's like, yeah, I play football.
Because that's what can now though. He was like that, wasn't he?
I'll quickly strip this off because in case you anything. So, but I think Man U are going to be seriously fucking tough to beat.
I think Man City will be as well.
Yeah.
Who have they signed this? They've got Leroy Sané.
They've got Gundogan.
Oh, he's a good signing. He's injured at the minute, but good signing.
Got Gundogan.
Yeah, Gundogan.
Sané. They've got.
I think we're missing another big deal, you know.
We probably are. What about Mkhitaryan to Man U? That was a good one.
Oh, that was like
because he's like a really good utility.
The only problem
player.
is though, he took like 2 seasons to settle at Dortmund, didn't he?
Yeah, I suppose so. But I think with Mkhitaryan, I think it's just his pace. I don't think he's really a pacey winger. I think that's why he was struggling.
I know a good deal that went through. Fenerbahce signed Gregory Van der Waal on a free transfer.
Oh, yeah.
That's a decent sign.
That's a decent sign. Was it Fenerbahce or Galatasaray who signed Squirtle? I think it was one of them.
Do you want to fill in who Squirtle is for the...
Oh, that's Squirtle, the Liverpool defender.
Didn't he go to Denmark again? Or am I thinking of Aga?
Yeah, I think they've Agadoo too.
I know where Pione Sisto has moved to Fiorentina.
It's not that really pacey winger on FIFA.
From Midtjylland.
Yeah, who had like something like 95
Yeah, he's a bit of a wonder kid. But yeah, he's moved.
Yeah.
And hasn't Inter Milan been bought out now and there?
Yeah, they're owned by... Oh god, I was going to say...
Isn't it Japanese?
No, they're bought out by Chinese people, not what I was going to say.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they've now got a lot of money. Icardi was linked to loads of clubs.
I know he's like rumored like 30 million.
It was like he was linked to Arsenal.
Oh, who isn't linked to Arsenal?
Yeah, who was linked to Arsenal now?
Grand's linked to
fucking
Arsenal.
War Ethel's linked to Arsenal. You got fucking
Marilyn making a 50 million transfer to fucking Arsenal.
Fucking War Jill. You got everyone. It was linked to Arsenal at the minute, and the Arsene Wenger. Like, he wouldn't even sign a piece of paper, never mind a fucking contract for some fucker to sign the team.
Like, when he gets a delivery from Amazon, he's like, I do not need to sign this.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not doing accents again.
Yeah, rip. But, like, the thing is with Arsenal is they've got so much money because they've basically become the Swiss bank or the Jewish bank of the Premier League.
Pretty much.
Where they don't spend anything, they've got a load of money, they sit on it, and then they wonder why they...
Yeah, people are like, it's smart. It's not smart. It's stupid.
No,
you got a team here which you could potentially push this team to be like a first either.
Whenever someone now mentions about Arsenal winning the league or doing anything like, all they need is another striker and they win the league, I just laugh. Because I'm like, it goes much further than needing players. It goes so high into the chain that they just basically need a new chairman, new board, new managers, and then sort the team out from there. Because whoever's in charge is treating it like a monopoly, like a business, where it's like, we don't give a fuck about what happens at the bottom end. That produces the money, and if there's anything that happens, we'll fix it. But it's just really weird.
And if you look at bloody even Newcastle in the Championship, they're splashing out at the minute.
Newcastle have annoyingly made some decent transfers.
I don't know. I think they're good for the Championship, but could you really see Grant Hanley being like a solid Premier League?
No. Grant Hanley.
Dwight
Hanley isn't even a solid Championship player.
That's what I'm saying. They're making good transfers now, but once they get promoted again, they're going to have dead weight at the club again.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, Dwight Gale, he may be top scorer for Crystal Palace last few seasons, but in reality,
he's not a good striker.
He's not that good. And if you look at Grant Hanley, yes, he's a good tough tackling championship defender, but
Wasn't Grant Hanley Man United reject? Or was he...
don't know. I'm not sure on that one. But
because I know he's been at Blackpool for a long time, and I can't remember if he was one of the original Blackburn youth youthies that got
I know
brought
that.
up.
I think this triggered Mohamed Diame as 5 million. I think that one would be a good one.
Mohamed
Diame.
He is what I like to call the cheap man's like Sissoko.
I'll buy him
because he's powerful, he's fast, he's tall.
I strike a ball,
and he can strike a ball, but he's very inconsistent. And it can get injuries a lot.
I think he'd be a good signing, to be honest.
He'd be a good signing for them. I'm kind of glad Wijnaldum and everyone left.
We knew it was going to leave.
Because,
I'm surprised Sissoko's still there.
To be honest, I'm honestly not just saying this just because it's I'm a Sunderland fan, but I was legit worried when Newcastle went down and they started making a lot of signings that they were going to strengthen to the point where if they were to come back up and we didn't strengthen at all, we would then go down and do the same thing. You know what I mean? I honestly think Newcastle, obviously I don't know if we'll ever do predictions, but I think Newcastle will get promoted. Whether or not they win the league, I don't know. I don't think they will win the league. I think they'll either get automatic or playoffs.
Wijnaldum, Liverpool, is that a good deal there?
No, it's not. It's a terrible waste of money on someone who on his day can be fantastic.
Just play him in home games,
but
he'll be
he's
fine.
just such a lazy cunt. Like, he just didn't show up for the last half of the season with Newcastle, which is good.
Well, let's be honest, who did show up?
We're Sunderland fans, so it's good that he didn't show up because they ended up getting relegated.
The only player I would say held his head high going down is one young defender of the name Lascelles.
Yeah, Lascelles did really, really well.
Maybe Rob Elliott. I feel like he really did a good job. In front.
Actually, I want to replace Lascelles with Rob Elliott because if Rob Elliott
didn't step up, they would have been down by January.
If he didn't step up,
they would have been down by January.
They would have been completely fucked. Not just fucked, but completely fucked because Tim Krul had a bad shoulder injury, I think, or something like that. He was out for a long time, and they only had Elliott and Darlow.
Which Darlow, let's be honest,
they're both
better in goal.
They're like shitty championship goalkeepers that you expect to never go anywhere in their life, and they're now in the Prem playing in games when Tim Krul's injured. So I think Rob Elliott was probably their only hope, and I think he will continue to be their only hope.
I think people argue Janmat was okay as well, but I'm not a big fan of Janmat.
No, Janmat, he's about as solid as a chocolate fireguard, and it's just, he's just, I don't know. He's kind of like Van Aanholt, where he's very attack orientated, and his defending leaves you a bit vulnerable at the back. He's good attacking. Janmat's decent at attacking. So is Van Aanholt, as he proved, scoring a couple of goals even there. Same with Janmat, I think. But defensively, I'm worried. Every time I see Van Aanholt out of position,
I think we're missing like another big name here.
Mitrovic. I don't like Mitrovic.
I
don't get the whole affection for Mitrovic because he scored in the derby and that apparently makes him a hero even though they got relegated.
I kind of get why people want to like him, but I don't because
he just seems
they give the same reasons they say about Diego Costa, but everyone hates it. Diego Costa is he's a horrible player, but he gets the job done.
Do you know what it's like? Diego Costa.
He does the dirty work.
He's a YouTube troll.
He is. He does the dirty work
in football. He's a YouTube troll, but he's very talented at doing what he does.
Costa, he doesn't give a fuck. As long as he wins, he's happy. He doesn't give a fuck about anyone else. Mitrovic, he tries to do the same thing, but he also tries to care.
Diego Costa will shag your nan and then headbutt her in the face.
Mitrovic will shag your nan, but then he'll
apologise. He'll take her out for a cheeky Nando's.
Exactly, that's the difference.
You know what I mean?
If you want to be aggressive, you got to just be aggressive. You can't be like.
Who would you say is the most aggressive player for Sunderland?
There's only one, really.
The thing is, Lee Cattermole, I don't think is as aggressive as he once was. He's calmed down a lot. The thing is, he still makes his tackles, which I appreciate, but he's just not aggressive anymore.
I'm gonna shout 2 names out here, not 3.
Okay. Is this in order or just out of order?
Are you talking about aggressive as just like going for ball time or putting tackles in?
No, just like everything they do on the pitch is just aggressive. You know what I mean? When you can see a player like Roy Keane,
getting physically angry.
You know what I mean? Like he was in your fucking face.
Manone tends to do that a lot when his defence fucks up.
Yeah, which was 90% of the time.
Yeah. Obviously, you got Catmull, who he visibly gets angry with people.
Do you know what I want? I want 2 CDMs, 1 Catmull, and equivalent of like a new Roy Keane. So it's like you've basically got 2 like bulldogs.
MV used to get quite stressed as well, didn't he?
Yeah, MV likes a good tackle.
He loved a good tackling.
Yeah, that's what we need. I want everyone to tackle, even Manone. Teach Manone how to do the fucking tackling drills.
Make him a libero.
Yeah.
For Maldini.
I want even Moise to get in the tackling as well. So when the linesman pisses him off, he just does a 2 foot in the ankles and like breaks his legs and that.
Right, we'll move on from transfers now.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to talk about Peru mods a bit more.
Peru mods. That's
if we talk about, we both got this at the same time.
Yeah.
Ant's got way more hours in than me.
Yeah. I'll basically go over the pro mods thing. We covered it a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah.
But this is a more detailed version of what happened. So I watch Sunday Night Trucking, which is a Squirrel live stream every Sunday on Twitch.
Doug.
And he's played pro mods a lot. And I was really interested in it. But I was never quite sure what to do. So one day me and Connor on Skype, and I mentioned it. And Connor, in his wise way, decided to act upon looking it up, going on the website and saying, like, download it. So I thought, you know what, I'll do that as well. So we downloaded it, and I just can't ever see myself going back to vanilla.
It is a good. It fucks your loading screens, but it's...
Like, I honestly don't know if I could ever go back to vanilla at this point. One, because I'm so far ahead in my profile that, and Connor again, popular man here. But like, from a thingy point where like we profile now, I'm like over level 50. I've got so many hours, so much money. Like, what would even happen if Promos was to go away? It would just fuck up the whole profile completely.
I don't know. What I think happens is I think you reset your garage. You'll keep your money, but you'll just reset to your garage at Newcastle.
Yeah, but there's a lot of benefits of Pro Mods. I've personally seen 2 things that I haven't liked in it, and they've just been texture. No. Should we pause that? What you call it? There's been 3 texture things I've seen which has annoyed us, but it's like if you just ignore it, it's absolutely fine. One's a what they call kind of them is a pylons, the metal things with the Y's on. They're called pylons, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you want to take that outside? Well, I'll continue. So basically, there was a pylon floating in the air off the ground. There was a really low texture bridge in one part of Romania, and there was up really north in Finland.
I've thought of one that I don't like about.
There was one bit in Finland where parts of the hills didn't connect to each other.
There's one major thing I heard.
They merged together, but there was like a gap, and you could see through the map.
Do you know when you're driving down like a road and you know it's like being added by a mod?
Alright.
Basically, what happened was when I was driving down it, it said the GPS was telling us to do a U-turn in the middle of a
motorway.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's obviously an issue.
The GPS fucks up.
And then there's like a clip in the middle of the motorway. You get clipped by an invisible boundary and it damages your truck. And you know what I'm like. At this point, I'm fucking fuming.
Yeah. I've only had 2 instances where the stuff that's been added has caused us any damage, and that's when there's a place in Germany going to.
What's the place I said I would avoid?
I can't remember.
The snaky roads where I flipped my truck and I was never going there again. I think it's Germany, wasn't it?
Something like that. There's a place where you're about to go on a ferry. It's got like a funny name, and there's loads of like almost like toll booth things to go through. So I thought I'll go through the toll booth. The trailer got stuck, and I couldn't reverse it or whatever. So I was trying to squeeze it. I eventually got out. I did like 20% damage to the trailer, and I was redo it and do it again, like reload and do the thing again. So every time I say that now, I'll go around. That's really annoying. Because there should be a lot higher. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's like a vanilla height of trailers. And there's another time, it's another trailer thing, where when you go through a border to somewhere, they have these metal struts under the roof, and they're angled in such a way diagonally that if you were to like sort of go at a decent speed and you had a really high truck and you were close to the left, you were hugging the left hand side, it would hit your trailer, and that can be a bit annoying. But
should we name some of the major like countries that actually adds?
yeah,
Iceland.
They've got Iceland's.
That's impressive.
The Faroe Islands.
The way you get to Iceland is a ferry from Scotland, is it?
Yeah, from Scotland to Faroe Islands.
Yeah.
To Iceland. They've added.
Which that's a fun journey.
They've added all of France. They've added Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania,
Northern
Romania, Italy, bits of Italy. They've added more of Germany, more of Poland.
Where's Budapest?
That's in Hungary.
Yeah, Hungary.
They've added bits in Finland, Norway, Denmark. Basically, if you look at the whole map, they've added bits in England. They've added bits everywhere in the map, like new cities, They've basically redone a lot of the roads. It's very hard to memorise some of the old roads that you were used to.
The only thing is, I don't know if it fucks up your road discovered, or if it just adds to it and makes your number small again.
I've noticed that roads I discovered previously, when I went onto the map on Pro Mods, that they weren't no longer discovered, or the pattern of discovery was disjointed and didn't connect completely, which was slightly annoying. But other than that, it's such a good mod to install. It adds so much more, and it makes your job so lucrative. I saw a job on ATS that was 160 grand.
I could do with that right now.
And it was from Pau in France, which is a really southwest part of France, near the Spain border, all the way up to Estonia in the west, the northwest of Estonia, and that looked decent. But I was like, it's just too long. I didn't fancy a long drive at that point. But Pro Mods, for me, it's got a solid 4-piece.
I'm gonna do 5-piece, a little bit tweaking. 5-piece.
I feel like it would be a 5 all day trouble in these streets. Call your mama. If they got rid of some or improved some of the quality of the textures. I feel like they went for frame rate instead of quality in some parts, and I can understand as there might be a large portion of people who play Pro Mods or ETS with low end rigs that can't output the game in a really high resolution. But for the people who do have the capability to play an ultra like myself and Connor, I want that. You know, ETS runs smooth as butter.
I have a little bit of frame issues sometimes, but I don't know what that is.
That's what I'm saying. That like, you know, I want the detail. I want the detail. You know what I mean? You know, but I think Pro Mods is definitely something that we can chat about all day.
Oh, easy.
But you need to check it yourself. Tune in Sunday night to Squirrel for Pro Mods. Or
I know what I'm like.
YouTube. You can go Google, type in Pro Mods, and you can go on the website. There's forums, there's blog posts, there's this straight up download link if you do have ETS enabled. I think for Pro Mods, I think you have to have the DLCs. I think you have.
I think I might make a
DLCs.
video myself on it.
I'm not quite sure if you have to have the Scandinavia DLC because it goes into Scandinavia.
I have all DLCs.
That's what I'm saying. So if you do need the DLCs, get the base DLCs.
Well, you should be playing it with DLCs anyway.
You should be playing it with DLCs because if you don't, you're missing out on some seriously good quality content.
Yep.
Especially in the Scandinavia areas. That was one of my favourite parts. I really enjoyed.
If you also want to watch footage, tune in to twitch.tv/Anthem666 or
for that
Wolfie Connor 11 on
yes,
Twitch.
because we're both nice transition by the way. We're both starting streaming. I just got me XSplit license the other night, and I'm gonna try to stream as much as I can. I don't really have the resources in terms of internet or whatever to have super duper streams and like late streams, because when it gets to about 7 o'clock, everyone turns on the iPad, the iPhone, they go on the laptop, and you know some nights my internet struggles when I'm trying to get on YouTube or watch a Twitch stream, so my streams will probably be early-ish afternoon, shit like that.
I tend to stream whenever I'm on my own, not bored.
Yeah.
So like yesterday, I think I was streaming The Sims 3 for a bit.
Yeah. I'll definitely follow WolfieCon11, if that is your Twitch name. I think it is.
It is.
Because he's probably going to stream later or longer than I am, and more different stuff. You know, because you've got a more powerful machine than I have, so he probably going to be able to stream better games than I can, or more recent games anyway, because you got the money to buy them. So, but The Sims, he played that the other day. That was pretty fun. If you like The Sims, of course. If you don't, then you probably want to poke your eyes out.
And who are you? Because who doesn't like The Sims?
Yeah. Well, some people don't like The Sims. I think it's a bit boring.
They're not real.
Yeah. They're made up.
It's fair.
But with streaming, if Connor can remember, or if I can remember, we'll put the links in the description for the Twitch. That's a good.
I remember.
That's a good YouTube joke right there. I feel like the streaming thing is going to be a big part of going forward for me, especially because it's something I look at, and when I see people who do it. It's a job and earning money from it.
You can't do it without a mustache, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, I feel like I can. I feel like I can do some good content, and it's just I've never really had the resources to do it, you know. But I'm definitely going to give it a shot. So it's twitch.tv/anthem666, and I'll probably stream every other day. I reckon. I don't think it'll be every day.
Well, that's easy once you start doing it.
Yeah, once you start doing it, you sort of get that creative itch. Where you want to do, more stuff, but I think that's probably a good time to call it quits on episode 7. Now I'm just going to say this at the end. We're not sure if this is the last episode or whatever.
No,
but it's going to be a case of just whenever Connor can get the time and when we can be bothered to meet up and do stuff. So, but I'll definitely stay subscribed though.
Oh yeah.
Because Connor's gonna plan on making some more content now. He's got like more resources at his disposal. So yeah, I think that's probably a good.
Now we're gonna go in, record a 40-minute video of me driving a truck.
Exactly. But as always, thanks for listening, everyone. This has been episode 7 of the Free Talk podcast. If you have enjoyed, like I said, make sure to subscribe because. You never know. You might see another one of these in your sub box.
Yeah, you might.
Sooner than what you think. Unless we rip Ronnie in the chat, Ronnie, then
which is highly possible.
That's highly possible. But thanks for listening, guys, and we'll see you later.
See ya.